Hello everybody and welcome to Game Gen. If you're looking for the best new games available on Android and iOS, you've come to the right place. That's why we've got a list of suggestions that includes our picks of the best mobile games that are currently available. We update this list whenever new games comes out that's worthy of being added, so you always know about the latest and greatest games. So make sure to hit that like button and get started. War Commander Rogue Assault. In this game, you will have a mission to build the best troops to defeat troops from other countries. Rogue Assault will have the feel of a war like Command and Conquer. In addition, you will also be equipped with many elite troops that will be unlocked at each level that is offered. Excitement will arise because this game will come with quite a lot of interesting items for you to have. The various mechanism and interface system in Rogue Assault are designed much like Command and Conquer. Some familiar interfaces such as special tabs for producing units and buildings can be found in Rogue Assault. Northgard. This strategy game might remind you of the popular game Age of Empire. Here you will build and develop your own village by collecting and managing various resources around you. After successfully developing your village, you can invade other villages and expand your territory. Taking the theme of Norse mythology, this one game is presented with stunning graphics. Besides graphics, this game has interesting storyline. Because it is based on a mythological story, you will meet many magical creatures here and add to the interesting dynamics of the game. If you are enjoying this video, please subscribe and share the video. Company of Heroes is a war-themed RTS game comes with a top-down camera perspective. First appearing for the PC platform, this game can already be played on smartphones without significant quality loss. In this game, you are in command of the troops. It would later command the American army, control their movements, and even decide when to take out tanks to win the battle. The ability to cultivate or manage strategically really matters in this game. By using a good and planned strategy, you can be sure that you will get an easy win. Total War Medieval 2. Another old game coming to Android and iOS. Feral Interactive finally launched a port of the popular PC game in 2006, Total War Medieval 2. This strategy-based game is different from the PC version, where the developer turns the controls into touch buttons to make it easier on the mobile platform. Total War Medieval 2 is a turn-based strategy game, of course. This will allow you to carry out massive battles in real time. The game is set on 3 continents and it's set in the Middle Ages. Of course, this game also brings the characteristics of this game, like a war strategy that is quite complex, economic and political. Total War Medieval 2 costs $14.99 and takes up 4.3 GB of space, and your phone must be running at least Android 9.0 Pie. Civilization 6 is a turn-based strategy game, one of the popular strategy games that can be played on PC, and now the Android version has been released. In Civilization 6, you can build a settlement until it becomes a city, and making defenses, buildings and so on is like building a small town into a big city. This game will present political battles, open war, and also how to dominate a nation through culture. You have to make the small territory you control become the biggest empire in the world. Make the best tactics and choices when you get a turn, so that your territory can survive in the future. However, your Android specifications must be a bit high in order to play it smoothly, because of the high quality of the graphics. Art of War 3 is one of the best Android RTS strategy games. There are two factions that you can choose from, namely the Confederation, blue, and the Resistance, red. You will play as a commander in one of these factions. There are many units that you can deploy into battle, and each unit has its own uniqueness. There are many gameplays that you can try, such as Story Mode, 1v1, 2v2, Skirmish Mode, and Tournament. Especially for Story Mode, you can follow the continuation of the story from the previous Art of War series. You can also find out the origin of the conflict between the two factions, which is quite fun to follow. Braveland Heroes, a mix of turn-based tactical battler and RPG. This game has PvE and PvP elements which will give you a huge fantasy world to explore and conquer. There are good stories and some fresh ideas that will make you never bored. Gathering dozens of troops and leading an army is the player's choice to make him stronger in empire that you lead. Throw in some Vikings, some thieves, and some assassins and you will be the winner. Age of Civilizations 2 is now available for you to play on Android. It is a grand strategy war game. In this game, you can use various tactics and strategies to rule the world. Using force or diplomacy both are choices that are entirely in your hands. Starting with a small colony of a country, we can mobilize military forces to control other areas. We can feel the sensation of establishing and managing a country to dominate other countries. There are more than 342 provinces that are fought and must be fought in the game. Age of Civilizations 2 offers a single-player campaign mode as well as in-game editor where you can create your own history. Age of Ottoman. Here you will give command to the Byzantine or Turkish troops to fight with other kingdoms. You start with the Central Asian Turks or Byzantine Rum militias, then advance them into Byzantine or Ottoman armies. You get special powers that you use in critical situations in battle. Like some other strategy games, in this game you can upgrade your troops and weapons using gold coins. You will find rewards in the form of gold coins when you win every match. After win every battle and you will get income to increase the strength of your army. By advancing each battle on the map of Anatolia, you will fight for centuries from clan to country. You can play this game in single player or multiplayer mode with a LAN network with your friends. This game is an offline strategy game that carries the theme of war. In this game, you will act as a general commander who manages the entire army and makes the necessary strategies. There are many types of troops in this game, such as cavalry, infantry, navy, armored artillery, tanks, aircraft carriers, vehicles, jams, submarines, battleships, heavy cruisers, destroyers, and so on. Adjust your strategic objectives according to the battlefield. You can generate more military units and demoralize your enemies to weaken their firepower. Bad North. You control an island kingdom under siege by Viking invaders, trying to lead your people to safety. Every game is always different due to procedurally generated islands. Fight off waves of axe-wielding raiders as you progress through the campaign. You have to give orders to the troops to shoot, attack, and so on. You also need to consider the different island conditions in each level. Taking into account the condition of the island, you must place your troops in the right position and timing. As a result, strategic ability is the most important factor in this one game. Viking Village is a minimalist realistic strategy-based defense hybrid game in which you build and defend a village from evil knights. Not only that, you can also attack other villages to get various resources to build your own base. You have to be clever in arranging fortifications by installing archer towers in the right places. You can play it from a top view or third-person point of view by controlling your hero character. Not only can it be played offline, the game developed by Limitless is also fun to play 1v1 online. Trojan War 2 is a simulation strategy game that recreates the Trojan War. Fight with you are the strongest warriors and gods with their own power. Trojan War 2 is a strategy type game that is fairly light and suitable for you to play to fill your spare time. You will do 1v1 battles to reach the enemy base while trying to protect your own base. Even though it's one-on-one, you can summon troops by pressing the tab on the existing deck. You can strengthen your troops by arranging hero cards in the deck. Each hero has their own unique characteristic according to their class, so you need to have a strategy to create a balanced and effective deck. Alien Crypts TD is a tower defense game that presents exciting battles against a horde of enemies who are trying to destroy the Earth. And your job here is of course to protect the Earth from alien attack. This game challenges you to create a special strategy in order to survive the attacks of the aliens. In this game you will be equipped with a defense tower that protects the Earth from alien attacks. Each tower you have will be equipped with weapons such as machine guns, missile launchers, soldiers, beam weapons, etc. One of the advantages of this game is that it has excellent graphics and the details of the characters are quite interesting. Tropico is a simulation game with a unique concept. Players will play the role of the president of a developing country. Players are not required to bring the country in a better direction, but it can also bring about the development of the times and technology. You can already get this mobile game on the Google Play Store, but it's not free. This simulation game comes as a premium game on Android. On the Google Play Store, you have to buy the Tropico mobile game at a price of $11.99 and requires up to 2.5 GB of free space and the Android 8.0 Oreo operating system. Last Hope TD Zombie Tower Defense is an offline strategy game where you have to make a defense against the zombie hordes, scavenging raiders and other threats roaming the wasteland. In this game there are 145 levels that you have to complete. Apart from that, you can also choose the heroes you want and enhance their abilities with unique epic gear and skills. You will also be equipped with a variety of weapons as a tool of your war. Art of War, Legions. You will be the commander who leads legions of tiny armies. This game presents a simple concept, but still requires players to set the right tactics to win every battle. You only need to arrange the formation of your troops to be able to defeat the enemy troops. The right placement is the key to be able to win every stage. You can play this game offline and it is available for free on the Play Store. Tales of Grimm. In this game, players will be able to control a number of characters to deal with enemies while improving the abilities of the character used. In addition, players can also increase the level of each character they have by upgrading or buying a hero character with great power. Set a strategy before dealing with the enemy so that you can continue the battle to the next level. Steel and Flash 2. This RTS theme game presents an interesting game concept where you will control your character to participate in battle with your troops. You can lead your warband and build combat formations. The battle of up to 300 people on the battlefield. It can be a battle in the open field, the siege of a city or castle, the storming of a port or the capture of a village. What makes this fun offline game even more interestingly is that you can not only fight but also run a business. Feels like a real royal leader, doesn't it? You can also change the appearance of your character as you wish. Win every battle, strengthen your army and expand your territory. The Battle of Polytopia. You take on the role as the ruler of a tribe and attempt to build a civilization in a turn-based competition with other tribes. This game carries the 4X genre: Explore, Expand, Exploit, and Exterminate. This game, developed by Midjuan AB, presents unique polygons with exciting gameplay. There are several choices of tribes that you can play. Later you will be tasked with conquering the world by defeating other tribes. You can do empire building, research, and build an army to rule the world. Each game is played on a randomly generated map. There are multiple game modes with different win conditions and settings that customize gameplay. Players choose from 16 selectable characters known as tribes, of which 4 are free and 12 require purchase. This game is an offline game that you can play for free.